All right, welcome back to Breakfast Television. We are here, and it is almost that time of the year. You can just taste it, where you can start moving that living room outdoors.
Spring's in the air.
Which is what everybody has been waiting for after the brutal winter we had here in Toronto. And we're talking about decks today. And Mike Holmes, of course, is here. We're glad to have him. All right, see, a lot of fanfare here. So now we're coming out of the winter season. Everybody's got to go out there for the first time, give the deck a walk around, make sure everything's good. What are some of the tips that they need to know?
Well, safety. Think about it. Over 40,000 people a year get hurt and or killed in North America due to safety on decks. You know, railing's broken. I'll tell you, years ago, I leaned against the rail, personally myself. It broke. I fell down 4 feet, almost broke my neck. Took an awful long time to heal. When we look at it, we were talking about your deck a moment ago. To you, it looked good, right? Is it safe?
Again, I'm not the pro.
But your deck's on the second floor, right? So you're up off the ground.
If that railing went, I'm done.
You got a problem. So we're looking at new choices. I'm looking at durability. I love Sigma deck for a reason. This is a deck that's made of solid aluminum. It's 10 times stronger than any wooden deck. Can be installed in 3 hours, provided all the footings are in place. Easy shopping, and you just go into the store, there's a kiosk there, you order it, boom.
So we're starting to get away from the traditional wood deck. What would be one of the reasons that you would go with something like this?
Well, strength, durability, length of time. You think about it, a wooden deck usually lasts about 20 years, an awful lot of maintenance to keep it looking beautiful to your liking. At the same time, when it's time to replace it, that wood goes back into the ground. And I'm talking about the dump. And it's just a continuous recycle. Think about your roof for a second. Asphalt shingles maybe last 12 years, right?
Yep.
If I told you to put up a metal roof that lasts 50 years, longevity, environmentally friendly, strongest roof, the deck is the same thing. And we need to be addressing that. You can still build a wooden deck, but look at saving money.
Yeah, in the long run.
In the long run.
Because some of the newer materials, newer technology is going to come with a little bit of a price up front.
You would think so. This is about the same price as a wooden deck. I'm not kidding, because they can install it in 3 hours, like I said, when the footings are in place.
You save on labor. And
you save on time, yes, and longevity, resale purposes of the house. No matter how you, now this is a topping that can go on top. It's one of the choices you can put on top. It's not made of this. This looks like a beautiful porcelain tile that's in place, non-slip, but like anything else in the cold winter that we've just had, if it's icy, you got to be careful.
We were talking about a cold winter. We may come into some problems here now that things are starting to thaw out with the frost getting so deep into the ground. It's below where a lot of the concrete is poured. So are we going to see some issues likely around the area?
Absolutely, yes. When it comes to fences, decks, anything like that, as long as the frost can grab that footing and lift it, now it doesn't matter. You pour your concrete like this, which I see way too often. That's a handle, grabs it, lifts it out of the ground. Well, always actually keep it down below the ground and knock it down this way, because it can't be pulled out of the ground. But if it's not deep enough, we're going to see shifting on every single fence, every single deck. Look at the roads.
Yeah.
We've had bumps like crazy.
And it'll be an obvious sign if you're walking around your property and you'll see that the fence is coming up.
Not just your fence. It usually looks like this now, right? The fence, but even your deck will lift on one side. It shows the footings are no good.
And that's a safety issue. And then that's something that needs to be addressed. That's not something you want to be spending the summer out on.
I would wait until actually everything thawed, if it went back into place. But these are things to pay attention to. If it is shifted and lifted, it's something to look at.
What are some of the biggest mistakes that people make when choosing a deck, either design or maintenance?
Hiring the wrong people is definitely one of them. That's the biggest mistake. But I think you need to really educate yourself. Find out about the options. If you're going to build a deck, what's out there? You know, go to the Home Show. Go look at Sigma Deck at the Home Show.
Which is in town this weekend.
It's in this weekend, so you can go see it. And go educate yourself to see what you could be doing, what are the choices, how much does it cost, and how do you benefit?
Absolutely, and you always want to make it right.
Educate.
Right? MakeItRight.ca is where you track down more information. I want to thank Mike for coming in. Pleasure. I learned a lot, so thank you for sharing your tips. We'll be back right here on Breakfast Television.